Okay, this is my experience with the kissing reptilian demon. Well, he wasn't really a demon, but some of them kind of act like demons. Some of them not. Some of them act very human. And some of them are downright vicious. But anyway, okay, so like early in 2013, I had a bad experience with the reptilians, so I just started talking to the Greys, and I was trying to like not talk to the reptilians. I was talking to the Greys for virtual reality experiences, to give me virtual reality experiences, and they were giving me tons and tons and tons. The Greys were, I mean, the reptilians were, but I thought it was the Greys just because I was talking to the Greys, but it was actually the reptilians that kept coming forward to give me a lot of those virtual reality experiences. Yeah, it was the reptilians, I have no doubt. But I was trying to ignore them at the time because I had that bad experience. And so one of the experiences back then in 2013, the reptilian put like this Hispanic young kid in my scenario, like 20 years old, and he was like kissing me and he was like biting my lip, and I could feel the pain and stuff on my lip. So anyway, but I didn't ask for that experience. I was just asking for virtual reality experiences. But like I say, I thought it was the Greys that just kept giving me the experiences because that's who I was talking to, but it was actually the reptilians that kept coming forward to give me all these virtual reality experiences. That was back early 2013 or late 2012. But so this experience, I was it's so funny. I was asking, this just happened in July sometime, just a couple weeks ago. I was asking, or maybe 3 weeks ago, I was asking the reptilians if they like to kiss. And I don't know why I said it like that. Normally I will just be really vague and I'll just be like, will you come give me an experience? But so I asked if they like to kiss. Okay, so this is what I got about 3 weeks ago in July. So this reptilian, but this was kind of more of a demonic type of one, but he wasn't really mean, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I've had some other experiences with the demon types, but some of them are very comical and have a sense of humor. But so this reptilian came forward to give me this experience because he answered my question about, you know, do you like to kiss or whatever? And like I say, I don't know why I asked that, but I did. So I asked them if they like to kiss. And so this reptilian put me in this very luxurious house. Well, it wasn't a freaking house, it was like a freaking mansion. And it was like room after room after room. It was at least like 4 or 5 layers, like going through the door, you know, big huge room, going through another door, big huge room, going through another door, big huge room. Except the rooms, they weren't really rooms. I mean, they were horizontal, you know, just horizontal, like huge oblong, just huge long rooms. I mean, oh my God, probably shit, I don't know, you know, 150 yards wide, you know, room after room after room. See, how long is 150 yards? Or I don't, yeah, maybe 150 yards wide. I mean, long, horizontally, and pretty wide as well. And it was just very luxurious. I mean, just room after room after room. But like I say, these weren't normal rooms. They were just huge, like freaking mansions or whatever. All these rooms. Okay, so then I get to the last room And it actually was a little bit shorter than all the others. It was a little bit shorter than all the others, but it was like a maintenance, like a janitor type of room. It was kind of dirty, you know what I'm saying? Because that's where like the boilers were, like where the janitor or the maid or whatever, what do you call him? Janitor, maintenance man, maid or whatever. Not maid, but, well, male maid. But, you know, it seemed like a male, you know, janitor room. And it was kind of dirty and cluttery, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like the tool room, the maintenance room. The screw room, so to speak. And, no pun intended. And, but over to the right, there was a bathroom. And it was kind of dirty, too, and cluttery. And I remember walking around the bathroom and it was just very, very cluttery. Kind of dirty. And these reptilians, I mean, they put me in bathrooms a lot. They put me in hotels a lot, bathrooms a lot. And, I remember all these virtual reality type of experiences coming back to me. I mean, from years and years and years and years and years and years ago. They put me in malls a lot, too. A lot. I don't know why, but they put me in malls a whole lot. And, so anyway, I get to the maintenance room, and like I say, it was just, it wasn't luxurious, of course, because it was like a janitor room. And I just remember walking around the bathroom, and it's very cluttery and kind of dirty. And the whole maintenance room was just cluttery, and it looked like a maintenance room. But all the other big, long rooms, you know, before I got, you know, like 4 or 5 rooms, just boom, 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 all very, very, very ritzy and luxurious mansion, basically. And it was just one level. But anyway, so eventually, somehow I end up back, and like I say, this was like a virtual reality experience. It wasn't like a dream. And it wasn't a lucid dream either. This was like a virtual reality experience. And so somehow I get back in one of the luxurious, big, long, football field, long rooms, luxurious rooms, just, you know, open. I mean, they all were just open. They were all oblong. And there's probably a lot that I'm forgetting, a lot of little details or whatever, but I remember the main thing that he did. And so I get back, and it seemed like me and him get back in the middle of, like I say, there wasn't any people. I don't remember seeing any people, and I didn't see any men or anything in the janitor room either. There wasn't any people anywhere. But somehow after I ended up walking around the janitor room, I ended up back in the middle of the mansion in one of the big, long, oblong, luxurious rooms. You know, it wasn't really a room. I don't know what to call it. It was just very, very big and open, oblong, and very ritzy and luxurious. And then it seems like I was sort of like in the middle of it, in the middle of the room. And then, so then, this reptilian being, I was standing there like on my right, and he was kind of to the left. So then he just basically morphed himself into this big, huge mask, like double the size of my face. And I mean, it looked just like this. Except it didn't have any eyeballs or anything. It didn't have a mouth. I mean, it didn't really have teeth. It didn't have eyeballs. All it basically was one big, huge, open mouth and a forehead. And it was like blue. It was like, it was kind of gray, but it kind of had a blue tint. It was very, very, very gray, but almost kind of light bluish, but more gray than anything. And so basically this reptilian being, this demon, you know, it was basically the reptilian, but he was morphing into this big rubbery mask. And I don't know, I mean, I would say he was taller than me, at least 6'3". and he was standing to my left and I was standing to my right. And like I say, the reptilian, I mean, these freaking reptilians, they rarely are going to show their full face to where you can see every single little detail on their face. They always are morphing into something, or they're always trying to cover their face. You know, I don't know, if they're in a dimension where they can't really shapeshift, then they'll cover their face with something else, like something blurry. They'll put a blurry human-looking face over their true reptilian face. It's really weird. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they can shapeshift at any time, anywhere. Somebody told me in their own dimension they can't really shapeshift. Like I say, I don't, you know, it's just their perception or whatever. Maybe they still can. I don't know. But, you know, if they take you to their true dimension, which Joel, one time it did appear that way, you know, when he stuck me out at nighttime out in front of the the apartment complex, and it was almost like, maybe he was pretty much in his dimension where he kind of permanently lived most of the time, and it's like, why was he not able to shapeshift? When he grabbed my hand physically, my left hand, and he wasn't, I already know what it looks like. He has knobs on his face. And he tried to put some kind of blurry human, ugly man, he tried to blur up what he really looked like. But I could kind of see through it. So it almost seemed like he could not shapeshift, whatever dimension he took me to. So I don't know, maybe that's true. When they're really truly in their own dimension, maybe they have a hard time actually shape-shifting. Maybe it's just when they kind of come to other dimensions and shit. I don't know. But, whoops, that's supposed to say, posing as rubbery mask, gross smell. The P is off of there. Okay, so anyway, the mask, see, this is what it looked like right here. I mean, that's exactly basically what it was, except I just kept the eyes in there because it looked kind of cool, but this mask did not have eyes. He did not have eyes. He did not have teeth. He did not, you know, have eyebrows or anything. All he had was, it was one big rubbery mask, except a lot bigger than my face. And a forehead, just maybe a small forehead. Because he was mainly just one big mouth, if you know what I mean. But see right there, I put posing. The reptilian right there, posing. I guess I should have put darker colors. Posing as rubbery mask with a gross smell. But anyway, yeah, what he did was, okay, I can't make this video longer than 20 minutes. Okay. I don't know why I can't get the P on there. Okay, so anyway, what he did was, he came down and tried to eat my face off, basically. He just tried to encase my whole face with his mouth. And I couldn't breathe. I remember like I couldn't breathe. And I was pushing him away. And he did let me push him away so I could breathe. But when he got, you know, really close to me, I smelled this gross smell. I mean, I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, it wasn't exactly totally repulsive, but it wasn't pleasant either. Yeah, it wasn't like totally repulsive, but it definitely wasn't pleasant. It was just gross, and I don't even know how to explain it. But yeah, that was basically the experience, and I think I did a pretty good job trying to figure out how to make the mask. I just punched in on the internet, like, I forgot what I put, like, rubbery masks or something like that, and then I just hollowed it out, because basically that's what he was. He posed as one big rubbery mask really, really gray, but maybe with just a slight blue tint, but more gray than anything. And it was like rubber, and he came down on me and just tried to encase my whole freaking face with his mouth. And like I say, I smelled this gross smell. And I don't even know how to explain it, what it would smell like. I mean, like it wasn't gross enough to make you throw up or anything, but it definitely was not pleasant. But not gross enough to, and that's not the first time they freaking put smells at me, if you know what I mean. That is not the first time. But when he did try to kiss me, when he tried to encase my whole face with his mouth, like I say, I couldn't breathe. Like I couldn't breathe, and I was pushing him away, and he did let me push him away. He didn't just try to keep suffocating me, so to speak. But yeah, that was more like a reptilian demon. I have no doubt. But like I say, I got this experience because I asked them if they like to kiss. I don't know why I did that. But actually, my reptilian beings are actually really respectful. Because like I say, when I pushed him away, he let me, because it was like, you know, when if somebody's trying to freaking enclose your face with a freaking rubbery mask, you're not going to be able to breathe. You know what I'm saying? That's like sticking a bag around your head. And I pushed him away, and he let me. I mean, I remember kind of like forcing him away, and I mean, it took a little while to force him off of me, but he did, you know, let me finally force him off of me, and then I could breathe again. But but yeah, this was definitely a reptilian demon, and I'm trying to remember. I mean, I know I probably forgot. I mean, a lot of these experiences, man, I'll remember fine little details. You know, like Doritos, little small bag of potato chips. Sometimes I'll remember fine little details like that. And this experience, I'm sure I probably, if I would have talked about it right after I had it, I would have remembered some more little bitty details. But that's irrelevant anyway. I remember the main thing anyway. But yeah, the mask. I mean, the mask was like freaking no different than this, except it didn't have eyeballs. I kept the eyeballs there just because it kind of looked cool. But yeah, it didn't have, the mask did not have eyeballs. And that's just a reptilian I put in there. But yeah, the mask did not have eyeballs. It was just one big gray rubbery mask. A lot bigger than my face, at least almost double the size, the girth of my face. And it came down, and he tried to eat my whole face off, basically. I didn't literally mean eat it off, but you know what I'm saying? He tried to kiss me, so to speak. He tried to suffocate me with his big mouth. Okay, so thanks for listening.